Okay, I'm gonna, from an American, I'm Russian. I'm German and I'm Russian. I am not American at all. I speak flat American English. I understand its native people and the fundamental problem that their geonatology system is experiencing. I'm KGB, I'm like Cobra Kai. I'm not taking land placement. Only reason why, Russia has my name. It's Ruza. R-U-Z-Z-A. It also goes into, see that? It's a Rubicon, but it's also a Ruzzle. R-U-Z-Z-L-E. It's a puzzle if it's one dimension. I write the T. It's part of a puzzle. It's just one dimension. That's it. Nothing comes out. A Ruzzle is a three-dimensional quantum calibration that is a moving puzzle that needs to be fixed. And it's tied into my every move at all area given space. I am the only one of my kind. So now why are you trying to circumvent me and go around me? There's no duplicating the process. All you do is create massive chaos and massive death and destruction. You gain nothing. You were offered nothing, which means you took. You were told that if you took, that it will cause, for absolute 100% certainty, it will cause massive death and destruction of not only people that have no idea what the hell you're all up to, but it will also have unintended consequences of breaking friendships, partnerships, and security that is needed around the world. The security levels that my KGB Cobra Kai needs, waiting for her King Cobra, in a Reich. I have a Reichstag. It is a label and the name of my project. It is number one on all projects at all times. It was given a name label so that special ops security, no matter what their genetic looks like, knows who the god is quietly, because they may pray to other gods, which is fine, because we know how the system works, but they also know where everything is tied into and who needs to be protected, meaning the god and the other god that she came for. When you piecemeal, when you take my little camel riding little girl out of the library, is what we call it, and she shows up in like a dream or like a realm reference piece, it's for a momentary paint so as not to have to give up security and other more secure areas, because there's pieces of security inside the puzzle that need to be secured. I'm the Ruzzle that moves in ways and maintenance that I know how it works, as does my eternal flame, because we're not human technology, we're alien reptilian technology. And so we have a different form and function within the human system and the human puzzle. We look after the Ruzzle and help direct the puzzle to stay safe in all their pieces, however it's organized. And then we counsel as Ruzzle with puzzle. The current problem is that you have Ruzzle pieces out of alignment of requirement for human puzzle to remain hidden and safe from each other. I bring you no harm. I am the one, you all agree, I am the one piece of love. When you're with me face to face, you're just your individual. I'm like, I'm lacrimal. I know you said they call you criminal, but I'm lacrimal, so that means I'm criminal also in this instance. And that rectifies part of a rusel. It's a feedback and a give back of good things into the system, the mainstay system, to keep all the puzzle pieces safe and secure, and to rectify quantum calibration in the lying and the deceit column between, well, are the natural drug pushers that cook in the jungle and use medicinal botanicals and elixirs criminals? Or is it the synthetic white coat, big fancy chemical words that produce a larger king and queen possibility of money for all of the derelicts and real criminals around the world to oversee and then push things in a deviated septum way of danger with all their synthetic, like, really great drugs? Right, there's a place for those, but it is no better than the criminals in the jungle that make elixirs and, like, synthetic, like the Mary Jane and the cocaine and the heroin, the opium plants, right? Okay, before you had synthetics, that's what you relied on, or maybe some spirits of, like, alcohol, whiskey, or whatever. I mean, like, I don't know, I saw you all with a, like, saw, and like a saw, a necktie, and some guy got mauled by a bear, and you're all trying to portray to me on TV that actually happened, and I'm like, right, yeah, you might want to go call your friendly neighborhood elixir criminal in the jungle and ask him for some of his expertise, because it's looking to me like you, Mr. Lapel Bling, have relied a little too heavily on your friends on the golf course with their Docker shoes and no socks and really smelly feet and their big boats. Fucking assholes. I mean, like, you guys argue over the stupidest fuck. I'm like, you're all fucking criminals. You know why? Here's the thing. You're all biodegradable oil in some format, in some checklist for the gods. In puzzle, you are all biodegradable oil. What you have created is a non-biodegradable oil, which is Petrol. It's Petrol. Petrol. That's mixed inside of alcohol, being ethanol. It's a little of this, a little of that from your friendly white coat doctor you'll see on the golf course. Maybe not, because you're not invited. Right, yeah, them. I'm hanging out in the jungle with the 5 o'clock shadows. I really, like, once a week you shave, whatever. Me too, whatever, we're good. I mean, I'm sick of you got lapel bling and you want to talk to me about Mary Jane criminal charges? Are you I'm the Roozle, you piece of fucking shit. And not because I smoke Mary Jane, because I really fucking don't. I mean, my dad didn't make a big deal out of it, but, like, yeah, I know some of you are like, whatever. Goodbye. Me and Jungle Bunny. I'm their Jungle Bunny. Thank you. Yeah. Where condors fly out of there in metal in rescues. Okay, so anyway. So we have the I don't give a shit, because they're making biofuel, meaning they're burning oil, being Petro. Here's what happens. My jungle friends of the incredibly intelligent, not the shithead children of the jungle children wanting more and better, and going to read very large textbooks of words that they did not create. They don't know why they're created, but in a magical sense, if you put the tibia with the femur and you support it by the fibia, it works. Great. Like Jungle and I, we get that. It's the hospital that's a fucking problem, because they're like, no, I'm in charge now. I have the white coat, I have the license, I'm good to go. And the Jungle and I are like, Yeah, here's the thing about that. We have sub-government we got to worry about, and you're just like a piece of the puzzle, and like the least important. We don't counsel with you because we know better, right? So, here's the thing: we've got we have a Petrol and an ethanol problem of alcohol. They're mixing them, they're burning them. It's creating popcorn lung. You put that chemistry set together and you burn it in a closed set system. The oil will vaporize. You won't even know you're breathing it. It's a mixture of oxygen to that oil, and it's not biodegradable. So it goes into your lungs and it starts to pool. And while some of it in small quantity has been known to be absorbed, but not reliably, it's a real problem over a long term. So when we say that the American and the European and African and South American criminals do not all individually need a rolling vessel or vehicle burning this toxic fume of oil that we're inhaling, and it's making it hard to breathe. I mean, you're in a closed encapsulate, but yet you keep increasing everybody. I mean, in America, my entire life, it's been every 3 years, your lease is up. Now you get a new car. I get a new car, I get a new car, I get a new car, I get a new car. Why do you need a new car? The old one still works. Right? But then you feed the mechanic and his kids, like, if it goes bad, if they were trustworthy, then they started being like untrustworthy, like, I don't know, a little too much jungle, like, leave the jungle in the jungles, you're in white coat territory, you have to compete with, like, the respectables. So now I don't get this. So why are we pushing car manufacturing of the oil with the petrol, making it hard to breathe? Then simultaneously, all that really great money, it's going to the foreign shitbag kids that nobody wanted to let in the Jewish center in my squish. Right? Yeah, no, we have like special star people things. We don't let. Right, okay, so, but now, look at that. You're taking all that auto